We are at the Nick with Vicki Goodwin, the wife of the late Larry Sissy Goodwin. And we've got some outfits here that you chose. Why this particular one?
I chose this one, well, because it was one of his favorites, but also in the mid to late 70s, he was arrested wearing this dress in Casper because he was wearing a dress. And so I thought it was iconic and needed to be in the exhibit.
Now, how do you end up actually keeping this? As we know, clothes can fall apart a little bit over time. How do we intend to keep it?
Well, he would. This one, and there's another one over there.
Well, let's head over this way.
Was actually his favorite. Now, this outfit here was made specifically for Sissy by our neighbor Alice Fulman, who's one of the sponsors of this exhibit. And she made him clothes because he had a knack for not matching, you know. I mean, it was like plaid.
What are you saying it's not matching? I see some matchingness.
Well, that's because I chose them.
So in his Facebook page, I guess, he called this gender enhanced. He called
himself gender enhanced male, a gem.
A gem, okay.
Yes. And he got that from the late Dr. Joseph Murphy of Casper. So, but Alice made this outfit for him, and it all matched. And she was a wonderful sewer. She sewed a lot of outfits for him and made skirts. And her friends would say, "Well, could you make them a little longer? The skirts a little longer?" And she said, "I'm making them for Sissy, and I will make them the length he wants them." So she's a pretty amazing lady.
Well, as you say, so much more than the dresses.
Right.
He's a man who worked all over the world on projects.
Yes, he did a lot of humanitarian projects. So.
All right, so tell me the significance over here. We've got the golf and the tea and the...
These are some of Sissy's hobbies. He was a photographer. He sold some of his photos for charity events. I think probably his very favorite is that top one because the bee landed on that picture.
Right, as he's taking it. That's pretty incredible.
But he, not too long before he died, he was making wines. So there's the wines.
Really?
He built ponds. And there's a book there that I made for him about the ponds.
Let's head on through the dark side here as we go through the curtain, which has apparently a copy of a report that was done by Dateline, right?
Dateline and also Storyport. So in here, they kind of took a collage of his of some of the stories about him. Tremendous number of stories about him, but so they did sort of a collage of things here.
So he taught in Douglas. Yes, he taught. Where did he teach?
He taught at Casper College.
Casper College.
He did do a few guest lectures in Douglas for some of the psychology teachers on gender as a social construct. So he did that, and this is a matching one to the blue dress. This was another one of his favorites. So I think that's why they managed to survive.
So many people we can imagine are struggling out there, and I'm sure over time they contacted him.
Yes, he has. There were a tremendous number of people. After he appeared on Dateline, after a story would appear in the paper, a Catholic priest called him one time and asked him to come and speak with a young man who was struggling with his gender issues and was contemplating suicide. So he went where he was needed, and people were so we had so much positive reinforcement for the things, for him stepping out there and being who he was.
Well, we're with Vicki Goodwin here, and we're at the Nick for this incredible exhibit, which is going to be here a little while.
Right, I think till March 26th.
So you need to come down and catch it. But we're going to talk with her a little bit more coming up.